Hutchinson says that the effects he has filmed are powered by an incredible energy source that he claims is somehow related to the as yet unproven scientific theory of zero-point energy.
A cubic foot of it can actually power the Earth's energy needs for 100 years.
Scientists say that even the concept of harnessing zero-point energy is completely theoretical. But Hutchinson still believes he may have unlocked this hidden force. And he thinks that such energy may occur naturally inside the Bermuda Triangle, unleashing similar effects to those he says he's witnessed in his makeshift laboratory. He believes these zero-point forces could be powerful enough to warp and flex aircraft bodies and even split ships' hulls wide open. Hutchinson believes that his amateur experiments could shed light on the forces at play in the Bermuda Triangle, but to date, they have not been verified or replicated. No ship or plane wreck is known to have exhibited the symptoms he describes. His theories of unlocking energy by electromagnetism would seem to perpetuate the myth of the Bermuda Triangle, but shed no light on the circumstances surrounding actual events. But other triangle theorists also link the forces of magnetism with the Bermuda Triangle legend. The Earth is like a giant magnet surrounded by the magnetosphere, fields of magnetic force stretching from pole to pole. One effect of that magnetic field is sometimes visible in the form of the aurora borealis, or northern lights. The fluttering lights occur when particles that are swept towards the poles by the magnetic field collide with the Earth's atmosphere. The magnetic field also empowers a compass, the most vital of all navigation tools before global positioning satellites. Compasses point to the planet's magnetic north, a location that is only rarely aligned with the North Pole. This is a fact for which navigators have learned to compensate. But it's long been known that there is something unusual about the Bermuda Triangle, which some people have tried to suggest might cause navigation problems in the area. It's one of the places on Earth where magnetic and true north have actually lined up. Another such region, off the coast of Japan, also has a somewhat mysterious reputation for lost ships. It's hard to imagine how this well-known alignment of the magnetic and true poles could cause problems for a trained navigator. But some further evidence has been discovered about the Earth's magnetic field. Evidence that the magnetosphere over the Bermuda Triangle is changing more rapidly than anywhere else on the planet. In this respect, the Bermuda Triangle is unlike any other place on Earth. And the proof comes from outer space.
Een skipiste midden in de woestijn. Een opgespoten eilandengroep, zichtbaar vanuit de ruimte. 's werelds enige 7-sterrenhotel. Welkom in Dubai. Een stad vol dromen bereidt zich voor op de toekomst. Dubai, Miracle or Mirage. Vanavond om 10 uur. De aarde. Een speldenknop in een immens universum. Als we dit filmpje de ruimte in zouden zenden met de snelheid van het licht, dan zou het signaal na 1 seconde bij de maan zijn. In ruim 8 minuten passeert het de zon. Binnen 6 uur is het ons zonnestelsel uit en laat Mars, Venus en Saturnus achter zich. En over een week is het hier. Het begin van de rest van het heelal. Het universum is gigantisch. En in een week vol programma's vertelt National Geographic het ultieme verhaal over het begin en over het einde. Space Week begint met Journey to the Edge of the Universe. Maandag om 9 uur.
Built by scientists in Denmark. Since then, the Ørsted satellite has passed over the waters of the Bermuda Triangle more than 25,000 times, measuring the strength of the Earth's magnetic field.
We have observed that the main field, which we term the field coming from the Earth's fluid core, has changed substantially in the Bermuda region.
The satellite gathers data to measure effects deep inside the planet. The Earth's core is probably solid iron, but it is thought that the magnetosphere comes from the movement of a liquid outer core spinning like a giant dynamo. A group of Danish scientists compared their data with similar readings taken 20 years ago by the US MagSat satellite. It was the first time they had looked specifically at the Bermuda Triangle region, and they saw some dramatic results.
Comparing the two magnetic fields from the MagSat mission and the Ørsted mission shows that in the Bermuda region, the field has decreased by about 6% during 20 years.
The planet's magnetic field is weakening more rapidly in the Bermuda Triangle region than anywhere else on Earth. It's a fascinating finding, but what could be causing the change? Ocean and air currents have changed little in centuries, and the Earth's crust has taken millennia to form. So the Danish scientists believe the most likely cause of the magnetic field's decrease has to lie deeper in the Earth's fiery liquid core. They speculate that the magnetic changes could come from violent turbulence, equivalent to a storm, deep in the molten iron of the core, directly under the Bermuda Triangle. Could the recording of magnetic field decreases offer an answer as to why the Bermuda Triangle has earned itself such a fearsome reputation? If the magnetic field in the Bermuda Triangle has changed so much, could it be affecting navigation systems or weather patterns? And if there is a vast swirling storm buried deep in the molten rock below the Bermuda Triangle seabed, could that in some mysterious way affect sailors and aviators or their ships and planes? These seem unlikely scenarios. Earth's magnetic field has varied greatly over millions of years and is still changing now. It's hard to imagine how the slight extra rate of change in the Bermuda region could in any way affect navigation, ships and planes, or the people who crew them. But these questions continue to be posed by people who would believe in the triangle myth. In setting out to solve the mystery of why myths surround the Bermuda Triangle, we have perhaps raised more questions than answers. What we do know is that it's possible to explain many of the past mysteries. The tragic mystery of Flight 19 was probably caused by human error.
There have been a lot of ships and airplanes lost in the Bermuda Triangle, but there's been a lot of ships and airplanes lost in other areas of the world, too.
I really think there's something there, but I don't have the answer.
UFOs have apparently been seen, but seem to be an unlikely explanation.
After seeing what I saw that night, I believe there is something to the Bermuda Triangle.
Ships that have sunk without trace could have fallen victim to extreme weather.
I know that there is some severe weather out there.
And planes could have disappeared off the face of the map as a result of the spatial disorientation of their pilots.
But a lot of it is simply due to pilot stress and fatigue.
We've heard one-man stories of time distortion and electronic fog, and another seemingly impossible claims of levitation and metal-bending electromagnetic forces.
A cubic foot of it can actually power the Earth's energy needs for 100 years.
And most intriguing of all, we know that the Earth's magnetic field is weakening more rapidly over the Bermuda Triangle than anywhere else on the planet. But after all our research, no one reason satisfactorily accounts for the triangle's strange reputation. The Bermuda Triangle has held on to its secrets and is destined to remain one of the world's greatest mysteries.